For 15 years we trained without distraction.
He just appeared, you know?
If you cannot contain your anger, your best option is to focus that rage in combat.
My anger feeds my rage, and my rage feeds my power. So the more damage I do to those chumps, the angrier I get. Get it? So, no rage power.
He always seemed to hunt in the worst parts of town.
I focus my attack to hit more than one enemy with a dashing move that will be glorious. All right! Splinter says there's always a right time to strike. So when you're ready, unleash a devastating kick attack and make the other guy cry. Booyah! It's Johnny! Winning ugly is still winning.
At first, nobody had ever heard of him, so he had to prove himself.
All right! The best way to protect yourself against enemy attacks is to dodge his moves. It raises your chances for victory every time.
But he always won, so eventually the criminals learned to be afraid of him.
Normally, dodging your enemies using evasive rolling motion will buy you time to get in a better fighting position. This is when I finally had it. When I say finally, that usually means it's final for all my enemies. All right! Booyah!
Subtle wasn't his thing, though.
He was in the hot spots. That was no place for subtle.
Dude, no way.
All right! It'd be nice if everybody got along. Everything was pretty and on track. But the world ain't like that. Night Watcher was beating the bad guys at their own game. It's Johnny! Booyah! It's Johnny! Booyah! I seldom lose my battles. I can use my size to climb walls using my defensive block move, but unfortunately, it won't work on all the walls. And there was lots of beating to do.
Pretty soon, dude, all the street goons were afraid of the Night Watcher.
That might be true, Mikey, but crime didn't go away.
Crime never goes away, dude. But the Night Watcher sure put a lot of it out of commission.
It's Johnny!
Night Watcher had skills. That's for sure.
It's Johnny!
But seriously, he was working alone, and there were so many enemies against him. How long can a lone wolf last?
I don't know how long a lone wolf like the Night Watcher can last, Leo. But I know this. Nobody ever beat that guy. Nobody.
Oh, Night Watcher. I always thought he was pretty gnarly.
Maybe, but the police disagreed. They thought his methods were too drastic and too violent.
Raphael, did you really become the Night Watcher because you thought the police were not doing enough?
Nobody was. You remember what it was like, Sensei? Crime was everywhere, and innocent people were scared. It wasn't right. So I decided to become the Night Watcher and give the criminal scum something to be afraid of.
And besides, dude, that costume was styling.
Well, Mikey, personally, no offense, Raph, I never really liked the Night Watcher's style much. I prefer a more sophisticated, high-tech approach.
Oh, what a surprise.
But Dawn, you had sophisticated, high-tech enemies.
That is true. I thought it was just going to be an ordinary night for me, so I did what I usually do. I went out looking for components for my latest invention. And, as usual, I was taking the opportunity to get a little bit of exercise.
Incredible!
I had no idea how weird things were going to get that night.
Running along the walls allows you to access remote areas and permits you to surprise your enemies by moving around them.